Welcome to Megan Kane's weekly Q&A session. This week she'll be discussing cyber security. What are the biggest cyber security threats to businesses?
The biggest threats to cybersecurity in today's digital world, one of the biggest ones obviously at the moment has to be hacking. Shockingly, every 19 seconds in the UK, a small business is subject to a hacker. So there has to be appropriate measures in place to be able to basically block these people out, block them out from doing that. Hackers are, and I hate to say it, quite often very highly intelligent people. So there has to be very, very strong measures in place to be able to stop this from happening. On top of that, we've got phishing emails, very, very common, and it's very easily done. They can be sent into business email addresses. All it takes is for a staff member to open it, and then ultimately they have access to your systems. And it can be the same for on personal laptops, tablets, phones as well. You get what looks maybe like a marketing campaign with quite a compelling subject headline, and you click on that, you click on the link within that, and they have access to all different things within your own technology. Ultimately, that does come down to human error. Human error is responsible for over 80%, actually 88%, so almost 90% of data breaches within the UK, and that's quite often just due to lack of training within companies that they're maybe not wise to what they should and shouldn't be opening.
Is there a link between GDPR and cybersecurity?
Yeah, absolutely. GDPR and cybersecurity work hand in hand. So to be able to fully comply with GDPR, you have to have all your appropriate IT security measures in place. So where GDPR focuses on the more policy and procedural side of things, IT security is there to put up the barriers to be able to work hand in hand with the policies and keep everything working sort of on the straight and narrow and compliantly.
What can businesses do to limit cyber threats?
Like I said, training, ultimately with the human error aspects of things, there has to be training specific to cybersecurity and the GDPR aspect of things. It needs to really be drilled in and really sort of brought home how important it is that individuals are looking out for the warning signs when it comes to hacking, data breaches, phishing emails, something called smishing nowadays as well, which is where you actually get text messages and you open it up through that. That can come through to company phones or personal phones. It has to be made aware to employees, no matter what sector that you work in, that this is a risk that is facing and that you face, to be able to sort of prevent that from happening. So training, and of course having all your right tools in place. So you're looking at your firewalls, your malware tools within all your equipment that you're using within the office. Encryption and so on, everything that you can possibly do to make your systems more secure, then absolutely do it, as long as it's appropriate and won't hinder your business process in any way. This is something that has to be put in place to work hand in hand, of course, with the GDPR and keep your company nice and safe.
Thank you, Megan.